All right, I'm gonna make sure this is recording. I'm using a different camera today, and I forgot. I can't remember if the light blinks or it just stays a steady stream of light. It stays a steady stream of light on this camera. Hoping you guys can see me good. Like I said, I'm kind of using a different camera. Put it up a little bit more. All right, so today is Tuesday, and I think it was about 3 months ago I started a 2017 reading challenge, and I haven't stopped. It just took me forever to get through my book because I wasn't dedicating time to reading like I wanted to. And so I have like a couple chapters left that I plan on finishing up tonight, and so I figured I would go ahead and do a review of the book, which isn't going to be big because to me it was a lot like the movie, which I love the movies. If you guys don't remember, I was doing a book that became a film, and I chose The Hunger Games, the first book in the series. I liked it. It was entertaining. It was fun. Kind of wish sometimes though that I would read the book before I watched the movie because I kind of knew what was going to happen. So, but it was still fun to read. I liked it. Definitely a good book for people who like those kind of like adventure-y type stories. So that being said, my next book I decided to read is a book with someone's name in it. And the reason that being the reason why is because I like the author Iris, and I'm going to say her last name is Johansson. I like her. I've read a lot of her books. Now, she's wrote a lot more than I've read, but I've read quite a few, and I really like the ones with Eve and Bonnie and Quinn in them. They're like my favorite characters. And so I think I've read the most of their books, but not all of them. I don't think. I don't know. I'll have to look up. I'll have to look and see. But anyway, so I had this is like a series of 3 in this book. And this, boy, I'm having trouble talking. In this series. And so Eve would be the first one, Quinn would be the second one, and Bonnie would be the third book. Well, if any of you have read the books about Eve and Bonnie, I was very curious as to seeing what happened to Bonnie, because that is always like the big mystery in her books. So you're supposed to start with Eve, do Quinn, do Bonnie. There's an order to these books. I bought all 3 books and read Bonnie first because I couldn't handle it. I needed to know what happened to that little girl. Found out, not going to spoil it. And then I went back and I read Eve, and so now I just want to finish up that trilogy. I've had these books for a couple years and keep putting this book off because I haven't dedicated reading time, and now that I'm doing this reading challenge, I'm doing better. I'm still not great at it, but I'm trying again to get in more reading time. So I'm going to read Quinn as my book with someone's name in it for my next reading challenge. And I think it's going to be a good one. I'm going to try really, really hard to dedicate reading time every day for myself. So it's not too late for you to join the 2017 reading challenge. Like I've said before in my other videos, someone else made this list, and I got it off the internet, and I just used it because it's going to have me read maybe books I wouldn't read, or even have me finish up series that I've started and haven't finished, you know? So I'm excited about that. You don't have to go by this reading list to be in the 2017 reading challenge, and your children can be in on it. Your husband can be. I don't care. Anybody can be in on the 2017 reading challenge. What I would like for you to do though is, if you can, is in the comments below tell me what book you're reading, and like if you have a list, then tell me like what it's from, and You can come back to this video when you're done with the book and say, hey, I really enjoyed this book, I would recommend it. Or, you know, it wasn't a very good book for me. You know, just tell us what your opinion is. I mean, hey, it's the internet. We can tell our opinions, right? So, anyway, I'm excited, like I said, about Quinn. Excited about seeing his story. So, that being said, I told you you can join. It's not too late. And, oh, I am not, because I was going to try and update every week. Well, I can be a fast reader, but with life being so busy, I'm not really a fast reader anymore. I just don't have time to sit and read all the time. So, that being said, it took me almost 2 months to complete The Hunger Games. It's not that big of a book. It should not have took me that long. If I would have just sat down and read it, I probably could have read it in a day or two. But unfortunately, I just didn't have the time to do that. So, and for like, I got sick, and for a good 2 weeks didn't read anything. And actually before that, I wasn't really reading anything either. I really stopped about, let's see, the last video I posted was about 2 months ago. And so I probably read about a week or two after that video and then kind of stopped reading, kind of stopped making time for myself to read, which is really sad because I love to read. So anyway, what I plan to do is either every, you know, depending on how fast I read the book, or if I feel I need to jump on and say something about the book, I'll say I will do a video on Tuesdays for the reading challenge, every 2 weeks to a month. That gives me a little more time, and also I feel like every week I'm just like repeating myself, oh, I'm still not done with this book, you know, blah blah blah. So anyway, I think that would give me a little more time, and also you guys a little more time too to reading your books. If you guys are the kind of person that reads a book in a day, I'm proud of you. But if you're like me and take a little longer, love reading but still take longer to read a book because of life, I understand it. But like I said, get your family involved if you want to. Not too late. Join, comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the videos. And we'll see you next time with our 2017 reading challenge.